So what you can see here is a trading platform, and it's called TradingView. There are other trading platforms that you can use, like the MT4, MT5, the MetaTrader. You can also use the C Trader and so on. But for this mentorship, what we're going to be using is the TradingView. So this video is to give a tutor of how to navigate your way through this application. I'm going to be explaining the key point and teaching you how to set up your chart for proper learning, especially how you fix to your tools and your indicators. I'm also doing this to give you speed and effectiveness in your journey in learning how to map out your chart, how to journal your trades, and this also helps to fine-tune your back testing of price data. All right, so let's kick in. Now here, I've explained before, candlesticks, and I also mentioned that you can give your candlestick different colors. Like mine here, the green candles are the up close candles, they're the bullish candles, while the black candles are the bearish candles, are the down close candles. So I'm going to show you how you can set it. So you left click with your mouse, and then you see settings here, or you can just go to this right corner here, I think this hexagon, and then you click, and this will appear. You see your symbol, your status line, scales and lines, canvas, trading, events. So here is where you will go to your symbols. So you can see here, you can change the color. If I change here to red, the body appears red. I think this is sort of like a pink reddish color, or pepper red, I don't know. So you continue to black. Then this is for the week, this thin line, like I explained before, this is the week. Continue to any color, you continue to white for both sides. So here you can just play around with this and know what color that you prefer to use. So there are other things you can also play with. You can play with the status line. Now all this will appear here. You want to see the logo, it will appear. The open, high, low and close. So I'll be going through all these for today. So here now is the background. So you can change it to white. You can see here is white. You can change it to red. You see this place is red. I don't like this color. You can change it to black. Well, so there are many things you could do, but I like this grayish white color just for my eyes. And then if you want grid lines, this is where you can. So I don't like grid lines, so I remove it. I'm sure we can see this grid line here. So I don't like it. I just want the chart to be plain. The other thing is the watermark. I love this watermark because let me show you guys. You can see it's written Euro USD 3 months. If I click this place, it disappears. So I want to see it here. It's written Euro USD 3M. This 3M represent 3 months time frame. And then your text, you can also change it here. If you want it to be huge, you can see it here. Then if you want to, I like it at a very small number, which is 12. All right. So now what we can see here is a symbol of the pair we are trading, which is Euro USD. And then here, these numbers represent time frames. So this is the 3 month time frame, this is the monthly. If I click on it, every candle I see is a month candle. All these candles represent a month, they represent 1 month. If I go to the weekly time frame, every candle here represents 1 week. Same for the daily, every candle we see here represents a day. Then here we can see different type of charts. Like I explained before, we have a bar chart. This is how it will appear. You see, this is the open, moved up a little, then came down, and then closed below the open. So we also have a line to just show a line. A line doesn't show the open and close. It just shows price as it changes. So there are other different types that you can see here. You can, so you just choose the one that you prefer, but I think you should prefer the candle because it's better. Then here is where you can add indicators that you are interested in. There are different indicators, and the indicators I use are here. So I'm going to talk about indicators soon, but this is just for you to know that this is where you add indicators. Any indicator you know that you would use for your chart is where you come to add. So here just shows you the settings for an alert that you can place on your chart, and just by the right side of this chart here you can see a plus sign that is circled. If you click on it, you can see here add alert on this price. So if price, the moment price gets to this point, or crosses it, what happens is that you are alerted. You will receive an email from TradingView telling you that price has gotten to this point here. So which is very good. You can use it to wait for price. Rather than staring at the chart, you can just use an alert to let you know when price has gotten, or rather when market has gotten to a certain price. Okay. Then now we can see something here written as replay. Here is to help back test your strategy. So we can see if I click on this point here, it wipes out the price data that was printed. And then we can see the function keys here. So if I press this button, it moves as I press it. But if I press this play button, it moves on its own. You can see it. So here is to control the speed. If I bring it down to 1 times, it moves slower than it was moving before. So as it's moving, I can pause. Here's a pause button. But this button is just to move it forward by 1 candle. See, I control it, it moves by 1 candle. Then here is to just take it to the current time, that is the real time. You can see it here written, jump to real time chart. If I press it, it gets back to where we are in time. Okay, so here I can close it. But another thing to show us is you can also take trades with it. So the moment is here, you can click the amount of unit you can enter. So let's say I want to enter 10,000 units, that is 1 milli. Sell. So the moment it enters, you can just play it. See, flatten it. So this is where you come out. So you can use it for back testing. Right. So we can see these 2 arrows here. These are just to undo. Let's say I draw a line or something. I could then do this. So I just click here to undo. If I want to go forward, it brings this is just your undo keys. So now here some function keys I'm going to be talking about today. So the first is the cursor. So you can determine what type of cursor you want to use, either a cross, so you can see it has changed, or just a dot. I love using this dot. Or you could use arrow. Then we have lines here. So this is a trend line. It's for drawing a trend line. And then here you can see the settings. This determine what color to use. Here determine the thickness. You want it to be thin. You bring it to 1. And then you can determine what form you want it to be, either in a straight line or a dash or in dots. So you just choose whichever. Then here you can also see the alert. You can use it for an alert. So here you can also see where you can change its settings. See style, there are different styles to use. Then you can also write. Let's say we'll write something. Trend line. So we can choose where we want it to be, either at the top or at the bottom or at the middle. You could also choose you want it to be left or right or at the center. So another thing again that we can also do is we can make this line straight. You hold shift. So once you press on shift, then you come here, you can see that the line is very straight. It's one way to have an organized chart while drawing trend lines. Then you can lock it. Locking means you can't move it. You can't move it, you just lock it, you pin it to the chart. And if you unlock it, you can move it anywhere you want. And then the last, you can delete it. Before removing it, there are also other features you can do with it. You can bring it to the front, bring it to the back. Let's say there is something here already. You can look at the way it is. So you can bring it to the front. Let's say you bring to front. So you see the way it's outlined. And you can take it to the back. Send it to the back. You can see how it looks. Okay. Then we have the Fibonacci. We have other tools, all the Fibonacci, trend-based Fib extension. So these are other tools that I will not be going through today. But I'm going to be explaining the Fibonacci because this is a tool I'm going to be using very, very well for this mentorship. But I won't explain it in this video. So we have other tools here, other weird tools that you can use. Well, I don't know. I really don't know. I've never used this before. I don't know how it works. So you can see the settings here. But if you want it to be a different color, You can change it. Then now we have still other tools here. We have the brush, highlighter, arrow marker. So you can just come and play with all these things here. So this brush here is something that you can use to write on your chart. Let's see, you want to write something. This is how it looks. Okay, so we also have text you can write on your charts like this, and then you can clean it by deleting it. You can also change the color of the text can be red. You can increase the size. Then you could also change something here. Now I didn't explain, you can do this for all tools. You can determine where you want to see it. Now if you come to this point here and you click on minute time frame, hourly time frame, daily time frame, here this is the visibility settings. You can determine what time frame you want to see it. If you click this place, you won't be able to see it in the weekly time frame. So when the daily time frame, now let's click here, you see we can't see it. So it means from the daily time frame, from the hourly time frame downwards is where we can see it. So I click it back, I can see it in the daily time frame. Then also, if you click this point here, let's say you want to be able to see it only in the 1 hour, you'll have to reduce it here down to the 1 hour time frame. Or you want to be able to see it in the 2 hour time frame, 3 hour, just you can control what time frame you want to be able to see the drawing. All right, so if you want to delete it, you come here, you delete. Okay, then now another interesting thing we have here, we have emojis, we have stickers, we have icons. So you can just click on it, you bring it here, change the color, the different settings you can also do with it. You can expand, you can reduce, you can rotate, whichever from you can pick to put whatever you want to put it. You can lock it. All right, so here is for measuring the price move in pips. So you click from this point here to this point, you can see it move 240 pips from here to here. You can also measure downwards. See from this point to this point, it moved 291 pips. You can also measure sideways the amount of candlesticks and the amount of days. So it moved, this from here to here is 50 bars. Which is 50 bars, and that is 72 days. Also measures the volume and every other thing. So here is to magnify your chart. You can just select what you want to magnify and then you can reduce it. Another thing here is a magnet. So let me explain how it works. You can either choose it to be weak or strong. So this is how it works. Once you pick your tool that you want to use, let's say a trend line, it attaches, see, look at the way it attaches to price, either the open, the low, the high, or the close. So it is just to help you make your chart look effectively organized. So I want to draw a line just from the low. I don't want it to just be anywhere. So if I take up this magnet, it won't get attracted to the low of this candle. But as soon as I turn it on, I want to get the low exactly. So you see how it is attached to it, and then I hold my shift key. So you see it's a straight line. This helps organize my chart properly when I'm making annotations. So here is to put your chart in the drawing mode. Now, if I turn it on, this is what happens. I'm able to keep on drawing whatever tool I pick. You see, once I leave it, it keeps going. Do you understand? If I pick a box, let's say I pick a box here. So I keep drawing a box. So it's in a drawing mode. It will continue like this until I stop it. So if I pick this and I draw this, and it doesn't continue. So now, if I want to lock all this, let's say I don't want to be able to move it. You can see here I can move it. If I want to lock everything, I just come here, I lock it, and you can see nothing moves. And also, if I want my chart to be clear about this drawing, I want them to still remain, but I want to be able to see the chart clearly. But without all these drawings, I'll just click on this button here, so everything disappears. So I can also determine what should disappear, either my drawing, my indicator, my positions, that's if I'm in a trade, or I can hide everything at once. So I can choose here, so they disappear, appear. And if I want to delete everything, I just come here. I delete everything. If I want to delete my indicators as well, because my indicators are here. I want to delete them. I could just delete everything here. But I want to just delete the drawings. So I click this button. So let's move on. So now this is just also a way of summarizing the time frames. It shows you how much time frame you can see in the screen. So if I put on 1 day, all I will do is see is a day interval. If I want to see a month interval, everything from here to here is a month. Then a 6 months from here to here is a 6 month. Then I want to see everything, every single thing. I will just click here. Then this one is just take me straight to whatever time and date I want to go to in time past. So let's say I want to go to the 13th. And I want it to be, let's say I want to go to 13th of May. This is the 13th of May. But it's in a monthly time frame. So let's say I want to see it better. So let's try it again. 13th of May in the 1 hour time frame. So you can see the 13th of May. So we can see 13th of May. Then let's say I want to go to another. I want to go to 15th of May. So here, 12 a.m. 15th of May. Okay, so we have something here. Now this could appear without me hovering my mouse above it. So it's in settings. You can actually leave it where you have to hover your mouse so it appears and disappears. If I hover my mouse around this area, it appears. So you can change it in your settings. So it's for magnifying, for reducing, and also for moving. You can move it this way. So let's say your chart is like this, and you just click on this place. It arranges your chart automatically. Let's say we just go to 1 minute time frame. Okay, let's go to something very strange from one month, and then let's say we go to 50-minute time frame. You can see that you can't see anything. So see how it looks. So if you want to just click this button, everything realigns. Okay. So now I would like to show us this aspect. Is a screener. It shows all stocks. It shows the price, the percentage changed with the volume price, the change in a day. You can change it to Forex, and then you see foreign currency. These are the major pairs. So if you click on one of these pairs, that's what will appear on your screen. Just an overview, performance, and different things you can play around with. Then the next part on the show is our trading platform. This is where you can monitor your trades. So I'm going to log into my paper trade so we could see different things. So this is a demo account actually. At this point we can see the position, whatever position we are in, you can see it here, the symbol, the size, either you're buying, selling, the quantity, and then if you're in a buy pending order, that's what will appear here. Then this is just history to show all the orders you've taken, and then there's an account history to show previous trades you've taken, and this is your trading journal. This is just histories of what you've been doing with the account. Here you see your account balance, the equity, your profit and loss, and then if you want to expand it to see clearly, you click on this button to maximize the whole thing. But you see everything. So I've been taking some trades now, just practicing with my demo account. Yeah, so history, everything, your orders, position. Okay, to close it. So if you want to close it, you just click here to close. Okay. Now, something I failed to mention. This is your toolbox here. If you want it to appear at this point, if you want to highlight it to come out for easy reach, what you would do is you come here and then you click on this star icon here. add to favorite. So if I press it, you can see it appeared here. Now just watch this. Watch here. If I click on this button, this appears. So once I click on this button here, it appears. So this is just for easy read. These are the tools I use. So instead of me coming here to look for it, I just add it to my favorite and then it appears here. So another thing let's talk about is the time zone. Here you can determine what time you want your chart to appear in. So I use the US time frame, which is UTC-4, and I want everyone of you to change your chart to the instant time, because that's what we're going to be using for this mentorship. And the Nigerian time is GMT or UTC +1. You can see here Lagos. Okay, this section represents your watch list. This is where you can see different pairs, different currencies, different commodities, or whatever you want to trade. So we have the DXY, which is dollar index. We have the US 500. So if you just click on it, it will appear here in your chart. And then if you also want to add to this watch list, you can come here and then you write this symbol. You're going to add Euro USD. Euro USD is already here, so let's add something like CAD yen. You can see it here, and then the list of brokers also appear by the right. So you just click at this point. So let's click here. You see it is added here. So you close this window. So you can also add other things. You can add funds, features, forex, crypto, whatever. You just search it out. Options. TradingView has really done a lot. They've made a lot of improvements and made trade easy. So we see CAD yen. All right, so you can remove it if you want. So we can also see different sections here. You can see this is dollar, this is indices. You can change it, you can remove it. It's just to help organize your chart properly. You can name it, rename it, whatever name you want. Then you can also close it here, close here, close here. So you have the forex indices. So you can name it whatever. You can add it. You can add a new section by coming here, just add section, and then whatever name you want to name it. Let's say cash flow. So you can add pairs to it and just come here. Let's say we add this one here. Very simple. You can close it. Here is to show this button here. So you just show the alerts that you've used for your chart. And yes, you show an overlay of all the tools that you've used. So let's say I use this tool, I use this tool. So I can come here, instead of looking for it, I can come here. I could either lock it, I could either unsee it, and I can remove it. So I can remove it here. And these are the indicators. So I don't want to remove them. I want to leave them here. So your indicators, you can also control them from this point, either remove or you want to hide. The same thing for other indicators. Okay. Then this point here is showing you well, I really don't know. I really don't know what's being shown here. So this is where you would see the ideas that you've published, and I'll show you how you can publish. And this is a chat space where you can chat to other traders. So it's like a community where you can also chat with other traders. And then here is where you can see other people's ideas and just click on it to find. So this is where you can publish your idea. You can come here, you just click to publish. Then very important, I want to show us something. Here you can screenshot what the chart is showing. So let's say you make some annotations here. So you just annotate your charts, put in different informations. So you can just click here. So if you click on download image to save to your computer, then you can copy. So when you copy, you go to wherever you want to paste it, maybe your WhatsApp, your Telegram. You just left click and then you paste, and then the image paste be posted there. So you don't want to post the image here. Okay, so that's it. One more thing I forgot to explain, which is very important. Now, for your tools, let's say you draw out a tool and then you write out something, let's say cash flow, and then you want to save it. You don't want to always draw out a line and always write this. It can be very difficult. So let's say the line is like this, or let's say 2 thickness times 2 thickness. So what you do is you click on this. This is what you want to save. So you click on it, this will appear. Then you click at this point here, you see what is written, templates. So you click on it, then you say save drawing template as. So whatever you want to save it as, let's say CF. So you saved. So now once you have this line here, you want this line, let's say you hold shift to make it straight. You want this line to look like this. You can just come here, you still click here, which is templates, and then you look for CF. When you click on it, you see that it looks exactly like this. So you can draw another line, let's say it's like this. Just come here, you click on CF. So you can save. You can see all this here. These are just saved annotations. So you can see I have it. This is a 1 minute order block, bullish or bearish order block. Don't worry, you guys are going to learn about all those things. You can also save different tools that you use. Let's say this box here. You can save it. You can save it. So these ones are saved. So let's say you want to save it. Save it as HD. So it's saved. So let's say you draw a box that, let's say it is dark. If you click on it, you look for HD. It looks exactly like this. So I think that's all. Thank you very much.